Do you ever wonder if your work even matters? Feel like a cog in a giant machine and can't escape the drudgery of the day? I'm tired of working for a paycheck and wish you could be part of a bigger picture? Watch this video. Hey, I'm Cheryl. Welcome back to my channel where I inconsistently upload all the things to help you become a better freelancer by working with your neurospicy brain. If you're curious about how to make freelancing work for your ADHD brain, make sure you take my quiz, link is in the comments down below, to find your neurodivergent freelancer archetype and get some tips personalized just for you. Now, back to this feeling. I've experienced this even as a freelancer. You're doing such a tiny part of the overall work, you feel like you're just going through the motions and not really having an impact. Your opinions and ideas aren't heard, and you're having to work really hard to get back at it every day. How do you fix those feelings? Well, you stop playing such a small part of your client's success, and you start working with clients who respect and make use of your amazing brain and all of the awesome value that you bring. Okay, I get it. That might sound really hard. How do you find those clients? They're like mythical unicorns, right? Actually, any client can be a client like that. Well, most of them anyway. It's all up to how you position yourself and your value, how you approach the client, and whether you start off your relationship as a solution provider or a service provider. Let's go into a metaphor for a second. Let's imagine for a second that you want to make a lasagna. The idea of making the perfect lasagna consumes your entire life, so you even start researching the ingredients to find the best of each thing. What needs to go into a perfect lasagna? Which pasta brands? Which ricotta? Which tomatoes for the sauce? Which baking dish? This is your hyper focus, and you research them all until you have a list. You know down to the brand, the size of the package, the specific style of each brand that you want to make this perfect lasagna. Now, 3 stores sell these brands. They're all similar distance to your house, have similar customer service. One is low priced, one is moderate priced, and one is higher priced. Since you know exactly what you're going in for already, you'll probably go to the cheaper store, even if the more expensive store has the experience to help you pick out what you need. Again, you already know what you need. Now, instead, imagine that you just want to have great lasagna. You don't care about making it, and it isn't your whole world. You don't have time to spend hours and hours researching because you're busy eating other foods and managing the rest of your life. If someone popped up and offered to create a great recipe for you, you might take them up on that, right? And then when the recipe is ready, say that same person offers to cook it for you too, so you get to eat the world's best lasagna, but you didn't have to do any of the research, write any recipes, or even get your hands dirty in the kitchen. If you can afford it, you're going to say yes. And not only do you get the world's best lasagna now, without having to do all that work, it's probably even better than if you had made the recipe, because you literally hired a chef to do it for you. Now, there are 2 service providers in this metaphor, the store and the chef. The store was just a teeny tiny part of this picture. It didn't make much of a difference, and it didn't make much money either. It needs a higher number of clients to stay afloat because the impact they make is so much smaller. If they close, you'll just find another one. No big deal. They don't get to be a part of their clients' special moments, or if they are, they really have no idea. I mean, they just sold you freaking tomatoes. Like, come on. But the chef, they made a massive difference. They took you from a craving to the best possible outcome, and they got to go along for the journey with you. They got to see the outcome. They got to see you enjoy it. They got to see you agree with the recipe and get excited for the possibilities. You'll never hire another chef. This one is perfect for you. You have a relationship now. To be a part of your client's bigger picture, you need to be the chef, not the supermarket. You need to approach them and offer a recipe that meets their needs, then offer to actually do it for them. And to do that, you need to catch clients earlier in their process, before they've already set off on developing their own recipe. You need to catch them when they're getting started on the process, when they've just caught a craving. They've identified a problem, but they haven't designed their own solution yet. If a client finds you when they've already developed their own recipe, the fastest way to turn them into a high-ticket long-term client and get to make a real impact on their business is to uncover another problem you can solve and help them figure out how to solve it. This usually means educating your clients on how your services can solve their problems, how content marketing can fill a seasonal gap in sales, or how a new software system can improve retention, or how a new brand can help them attract investors. You need to uncover their real problems, or lasagna cravings, and then create a plan to solve them before they get the chance. Now, you'll probably do a better job anyway, since you're the expert. Okay, now that we're all craving lasagna now, I'm gonna go get me some noodles. If you learned something today, make sure that you subscribe so I know people are actually watching these videos. It helps my ADHD brain stay motivated to keep creating for you. Make sure you also give this video a like because it helps YouTube know that I'm cool and they should share my content with more people. Bye for now.